Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Erlenberg and it's under the command of Ramtoff of REBRN, and he's in platoon with Mary Banks and she's on the American account in her Skoda T25. There she is, and battle has started. Well, what can we say that we haven't said about the M44? Well, not a lot really, because we know a lot about it. It's an Arty that was made on the hull of the Walker Bulldog, which is a very successful tank, exported to quite a few countries. And the M44 was exported as well, and still in service, I believe, in the Turkish army. It's got a 155mm howitzer, and it's in the swivel bracket, which means it's got a very wide arc of fire, and it can quickly aim in a new direction without actually having to move the vehicle at all. And well, Ramhawk's trying to get a shot on that Cromwell. Missed the opportunity too. Oh, I think that fighter plane's crashed again. Well, we've lost sight of that Cromwell and no sign of the enemy. Oh, he's come back. Rounds out this time, and he got splashed and he gets taken out. So I think that Ramtoff has actually picked up a load of stun assist there, or damage assist. In fact, he's picked up 446 damage assist, I think. Rounds out on... well, I think he was aiming for the IS-3 and put the round in there, but we lost sight of him, so we don't know if it actually hit. But we've got some more enemies turned up on the east side of the battlefield. We've got a T71 CMCD, which is the non-auto loading version of the T71, and Ramtoff's going to fire around in that direction. Hopefully he'll fire to just splash the guy, but instead changed his mind. There's a T3485 up there in the bushes somewhere, in the trees I should say, not the bushes. Now, surprisingly, Mary Banks hasn't loaded into the game yet, or rather, her tank has, but she's not moving yet. She hasn't moved. He stuns the A44, takes some damage as he's moving up, but he does manage to get to those buildings, and well, Ramtoff can fire it through that gap actually. So I suspect he'll try and do that and get some splash on that A44. Rounds out. 75 hit points, and he got a bit more from stun assist. The 844 is really, well, he's almost gone now, and there you go, he's gone. The Comet got the kill, and there's a Scorpion now. That's the American tank destroyer with virtually no armor, and well, that hit did 280 hit points of damage, and there he goes. Another target's turned up, T3485M. They're coming thick and fast now. But if they do come thick and fast, we can certainly deal with them. We've lost sight of that IS-3 altogether. The T71 CMCD is still there. Okay, rounds out. Lands behind the building, but unfortunately he's not there at the moment. He's on the other side. Now, Ramtoff's actually changed position, but I think it's so he can get better shots on the tanks on the east side of the map. Better angle now. He's aiming for that T3485M. Almost dialed in. He's ready to go. Rounds out. Oh, now that cruelly went long, and it went nowhere near where where the enemy tank was. He was fully dialed in on that target. Now, the impact point was within the reticule, but it was a long way behind. I mean, Wargaming, who are you fooling? Because you're not fooling anyone when you do something like that. Well, that was a nice splash kill on the T71 CMCD. Okay, Hellcat up on the hill. That's what they were shooting at earlier. Line up a shot behind him on his path. He walks back right into the shell. Two shells land there simultaneously, one from the Lorraine and one from Ramtoff. There's the IS-3, so we know where he is now. He didn't move very far away from the cap area. He must be a very inexperienced player. Well, Ram put a shell where he was last seen. But now he's going after that T-3485M, who's... well, he's been hit once before, but can we put another round into him? Almost ready to go. Rounds out. And again, it misses the target, even though it was fully dialed in, fully aimed on the target, completely misses it. I mean, this is ridiculous. And Wargaming tell us there's no nerf. Of course there's a nerf. Shells like that should not be missing the target. Well, we've got the Hellcat up the hill. He goes down. T-3485M's going to fix his tracks and he moves off. Ram's almost loaded. Rounds out. And again, the shell goes long behind the T-3485M, even though it was nearly fully dialed in when he shot. I mean, it's ridiculous. He's getting the worst RNG you could possibly imagine. Okay, IS-3 spotted up on top of the heaps of rubble. Rounds out, fully dialed in. This time round, it does land near the IS-3. Only 117 from splash though. He's not going to fly a blind, at least not yet. Marybanks did move, by the way, but unfortunately she was killed during the battle, so sadly we didn't see what happened. There's the IS-3's pulled back. He hasn't taken much damage though. Still got 87% of his health. Oh, and there was some target behind him. A Scorpion. And the Samur SM. There's the Scorpion. That's probably an AFK. Looks like he's being hit from all different directions. Rounds out and... oh, well, he dies to a Charioteer just before our shell arrives. Now there must be a large number of enemy tanks over on the west side of the map. Rounds out in the IS-3. Lands short and stuns our own teammate. Ramtough is getting the most ridiculously bad RNG at the moment because these shells are fully aimed at the targets and they're just not going anywhere near the targets. And try and get a shot on that Samur. Here we go, rounds out and direct hit, the first direct hit in a while. And now he's taking some punishment and he's gone down. T-44 looks like he's come in from the west side of the map. They've come back to support their cap. And now he's dueling out with that Type 59. We're loaded, rounds out. Oh, well, stunned our own teammate there. Okay, we've had a request for fire on that SU-130PM, and there's a Hellcat nearby as well. And it looks like the Arty is over there as well. I just saw a tracer coming from behind those tank destroyers. And we missed the IS-3, who's trying to assault rather than defend, because... and there's the Arty being spotted. Almost like he's trying to run to our end of the map because it's just too hot at his end of the map. Rounds out. Direct hit wipes him out. So Ram's got a kill again. Now we're looking for that SU-130PM. I think he was in those trees, the ones that were knocked down, but there was definitely the Arty in that general area. They've only got an M44 over there now. The GW Panther was killed. Trees going down in the background. I could just see in the top left corner of the screen a tree went down. You need to have good peripheral vision when you're an Arty player. I must admit, it does help. So I think that the enemy is actually in the far southwest corner of the map. Watch the AMX 1375. He's going to spot them any second in amongst the trees at the back there. There they are. You look for those clues and that tells you what's going on. Gets a splash hit on the SU-130. Loading to get another one in there. Might get some more damage. There's the M44. He was up there too. And he looks like he's decided, I'm going to chase after you. Looks like his blood was up and he decided, yeah, let's go for it. There's the SU-130 PM. And he's a splash kill. Rounds out. This should be a third kill if he can get it near. Oh, just missed out. The AMX 1375 gets the kill that ends the game. So only 2 kills for Ramtoff. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tank for Ramtoff in the M44. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7 in this one. And he got a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. His win rate was 2,108, which is very good indeed. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Charioteer. He picked up a Top Gun and 2,409 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the Nashorn with 1836. And then the other Arty, the Lorraine 15550 with 1635. Ramtoff managed to get 1069 hit points of damage. But when it came to kills, he was actually in joint second place. The Charioteer managed to get the Top Gun, 6 kills, and he managed to get 2, so did the SU-152 and the IS-3 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, because it was a tier 8 game and he was tier 6 Arty, he actually managed to get 1,313 base experience points, which is the highest, and 1,141 went to the Charioteer, and these are the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base experience points. He fired 22 rounds, got 3 direct hits, no penetrations, 15 splash, damage of 1,069 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 8 in the enemy, killed 2, and did 3,533 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 66,695 credits, got 50,000 credits from Benevici Vici, leaving him with 116,695. And after ammunition resupply, and these shells are cheap, 105,585 credits to take away, and he got 1 bond for getting the Confederate. 1,969 XP times 2 for the first victory, got 1,970 for completing the mission, took home 5,909 experience points altogether. So he says just another M44 ace, but well, he's had plenty of them before in the past, that's true. And on this occasion he was very unlucky because RNG, a lot of those shells went nowhere near the aim point, and yet they were fully dialed in. He should have had a lot more kills than he actually ended up with in this game, and so I feel that he's been hard done by, but that's wargaming for you, I'm afraid. The RNGesus giveth, the RNGesus giveth, taketh away, and on this occasion he definitely took away more than he gave. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.